What's up, guys? Just give me a sec. I'm in the middle of recording here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll do it. Cool. Hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How's it going, dudes? I made 1,000 subs. I knew I was going to do it this week. Yes. That's all I'm going to say about that. Super stoked. It's taken like a long time to get here. And yeah, I'm very grateful for all the support along the way, so thanks very much. I'm going to continue today with making some of this 80s synthwave music. I've sort of started on this last track 10 of 10, finally. And I've got to just finish composition off basically and then do a bunch of admin so I can release it with all the metadata and all the tracks properly formatted and making it really easy to use. So that's kind of what I do here. Easy to use Ableton Live and Reaper templates. So if that sounds good, hit sub, and you can also get an email every time I post something new if you join up on Patreon as a free member or a paid member, and that way you'll get all the best stuff basically. This track is going to be released for free along with the other 9 tracks in this collection, which I haven't given it a name yet, but it's going to be something like 80s action, retro 80s action or something like that. And as you can hear, it's got a lot of these kind of synthwave elements to it. So let's continue with this. I am just currently writing the synth patch, which I really want to go on for longer than it is. So let's take the release value up of this. Cool, that's nice. The dropout's okay, but I think I might just keep it going. Let's focus on one thing at a time today. So I've got 3 synths going, all sort of in, they're occupying different roles in the track. One of them is this one over here, which is just a really high tension builder. Pad soft wheel here comes in later, and it sounds like this. Very nice. And then the one that provides a bit of action is the stab, which I can also change the filter, the cutoff of the stab with this little knob over here, which is great. I'll get into that later. And now I've got actually this 4th synth, so the 4 synths in the track. This one has just got to be a bit more background, and I think I might actually have to drop this down an octave just to prevent it from clashing with the existing. So here we've got this kind of nice sandwich, this 4-layer sandwich of synths, a synth sandwich. How does that sound? I'm going to be here for another hour, so if you stop by and you like what I'm doing, drop a message in the chat. It's been cool chatting to you guys recently. I've had some made some new friends and got some supportive comments and all of that, which is great. It keeps me inspired. And yeah, that's basically what we're up to today. So let's get on with it. First thing I want to do is I want all these synths to be the same color, just because that makes me feel happy. Then I'm going to assign that color to all of the clips. Great. Now, next up is going to be, I want to finish the processing or the composition of this, what I'm calling synth 13. Maybe I should call it, give it a dedicated role name. So synth, just call it a layer, just meaning, yeah, just meaning it's not actually a primary instrument. It's just kind of mimicking what others are doing, giving a different voice and a different timbre. Okay, here we go. That's cool, and I do also want it to be filtered a little bit. I don't want that sound, no. No. I'm just changing the mutation here. Maybe a bit more of a wah-wah sound here. Let's change this filter envelope here. More focus. All of these rates here, shimmer I think is the... Shimmer is just that kind of echo sound. Cool, let me, and also while I'm at it, let me just get rid of these 2 unused instruments. And that means I can actually ungroup that one. Okay. And now I'm in the way, so let me get out the way. Alright. Let's see, guys. What is next? Next up is just fine-tuning the sound of this instrument a little bit. We've got a pan. We don't want that. We want the LFO to have less of a role in this track. So we're gonna go to the matrix, and it should one of the filters here is going to be morph is going to LFO1. So if we target LFO1, which is one of these mod sources, you can hear there's a little bit of wah there, and this one is controlled by map mode is M3, so that's controlled by mutate. Not really what I'm after. You can just kind of let it do its thing too. Yeah, that's a totally different sound. Okay. Cool. Make it nice and gentle. There we go, nice. Cool. We'll do a mixed job on this as we go, but for now this is fine. Cool. Alright, let me get back over here and okay, let's join this up. So we got one. Not so sure about this bass line either. Dun 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 dun. I'm not sure how they're. Oh wait, let me just focus here. I tend to just be scattershot. Over here we've got to change to a new section, which is B flat minor to an E flat major. And we can go all in. Okay, and then we go. So this is going to do that. That's going to be the kind of hook for this section. And we're going to record it. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. A bit of music theory would have helped there. We're gonna go down to the C, not the D, and let me just quantize that all to an eighth. Now we've got this nice sounding pad. 2, 4. I think we can do better than that. I want goosebumps, not just wafty stuff, so how about this? Let's take it up once so you see what I'm up to. Okay, let's do it from there. Okay, I didn't switch it to overdub by mistake. I wanted to replace it, not overdub. Okay, and that's it. And then we've got this chunk over here, which I've got to quantize, or at least group up. Alright, there we go. All of these. Now, let's just replace that with that. It's essentially the same thing. It's the same thing twice. There we go. So we can group that and just clip the clip, group it, and loop it, and then we can extend it outwards. Cool. Let's listen to it again. Please play. Cool. So there is actually a moment where the other synth comes down. There's a resonance, quite a resonant sounding filter that sweeps down here. That's better. It doesn't conflict too much now. Actually, let's take that out. We don't need both. One of these. Actually, that could be better, just without the second chord. I don't want it to be too... There shouldn't be too much conflict. Just hearing these two synths play together. Give it a sec. This problem, which is the hold pedal, and I've got to make sure that anything that happens after here, at least the hold pedal gets dropped out. So I find myself with this version of Ableton being quite limited by my knowledge of the program. Like I haven't really like gone full on into it like some people have, but it also just feels like there are a bunch of menial tasks that I have to do on a regular basis that require quite some deep drilling into the actual functions, like click, 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 all to do one simple thing. But that simple thing is quite, repetitive. So I do it a lot per track. So my only options really are to minimize the number of times I do that and play more and produce less, but or I could just not just try and avoid a style of music which requires you to do that amount of mouse clicking, basically. Okay, another thing I got to do here is I want to start this 3 section over here. I want to actually, I'm going to delete that label and insert a time signature change of 4/4. That kind of resets all the grid markers. Things look like they're more adherent to the grid. Cool, making progress. We've got this nice middle section here. This actually has to go like this. Do from B flat to do to a C, do to a C sharp. Sharp, sharp. There we go. Cool. Here we go. Okay. Okay, and then we got the stabs actually are coming in. We could keep them up here or change them down an octave. I just got to get the data in there, basically, get the MIDI data in there. So let's do that. I'm going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going from, I remember the chords from yesterday, so it's going to be an F sharp, 3, 4, G sharp, 7 actually, to an F, to a B flat minor. So we could think of it as G flat, to A flat 7, to B flat 7. I'm gonna make a moment out of this. Yeah, let's do not chords, but let's do stabs. Sounds too classical. I want it to be. Okay, so. So here we are. Okay, we're doing 3 note voicings, I think, so it's like this. Could simplify it, but let's just try this. Okay, we'll get a nice loop going and just try play around with it for a bit. Here we go. It's a bit low. Because I've set the loop to the wrong place. Evidently there's a bit of an extra beat somewhere, or there's a problem with the kick clip itself. Got to get rid of that now. Have I set the loop markers right? Yeah. Where could it be? Why is there a double kick at least? Is there an extra MIDI clip in somewhere? Or did I just hear it wrong? It's not wrong. I can see it too. There's an extra clip over there. So we've got an issue here with the length of this clip. Apparently it's in the wrong place. The length looks fine. There we go. It looks like it started in the wrong place. Clip. So here's the problem. The entire project. There we go. Found it. I set the start of the 4/4 experience to be in the wrong place. Okay. We should be back on track here. Glad I picked that up. Let's do it. Still kicking double. Why? Because the loop hasn't changed now. Okay, no problem. Alright, so getting on with the work. Here we go. Sorry, it's we're in there. Yes, it's okay. Let's try it out. Good, so let's do this in 2 parts. I clearly can't play this just ad hoc right now. It's going to take me a bit of rehearsal. It'll be quick at a sequence. Huh. Okay, here we go. 1, 2. I got a specific thing in mind. No? Yeah, it sounds like a major, but it's minor. Here we go. That's something over there. Let's try that out. now we're going to make sure that the MIDI control, clip automation. We want the automation of this clip to be, first let's just see what automations are available there. That's what I'm looking for. You can kind of start it lowish. We're getting there. It contrasts quite nicely with the slowness of the other pads. Sorry, let me just move these guys down. So I've got big ambitions to go really fast on this. Okay, I've got an idea. So all of this could come up here. Okay. Right now I'm moving the let's just go. Sounds like a major. Let's take this synth pad here and just turn it into a orchestral instrument and with a roll to play, going from a there to a up here to a minor. There we go. Not D sharp, sorry. It's got to be an A minor. It's going from the F up to the yeah, that's it. And then this goes to the next voice in the line, which is an F natural. Cool. And then we can actually, while we're here, just take these sweeps and make them go up instead of down. Cool. There we go. And I think there's a good way to do this. You just select the time frame that you want and insert a upper. Except you don't do it on there, you do it on here. Up 1, 2, 3, 4. This could actually be the entire thing. Yeah, I like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Not that one. Not that one. Selecting MIDI editing is the worst. And then we take it from here and 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna take it. Sorry, I'm just really doing the work, I guess. Taking it up. It's just easy to freaking draw it, isn't it? Okay. Let me take it down again. Is it? Gotta get my headphones fixed, man. My left ear's conking out. Alright, this is it. I think we're done with the MIDI editing. Let's just give it a listen, shall we? 4 notes there. Let's just take that up there. And then we're going to take this. Okay, cool. From the beginning of this section. Actually, let's do it with the transition. So from the previous section. Why aren't you playing? This is into the sort of more happy... I'm going to change the beat up a little bit. Let's just try it with a snare. Let's see, it's... Wrong snare. Oh, the snare is okay. Let's just take the this is a nice part. Okay, we've got to just take these this pad up. Just take it to -6. What I was envisioning there was a just like a really fast and crazy synth run, basically an arpeggiated synth run. So let's give that a bash. Of actually doubling the length of all these hi-hats. Let's try it out. Let's see what kind of disasters we can create. Just can't get over this thing of like really freaking fast. Okay, let's try that out. That's much better actually. Okay, so we're going to go to double time here, and we're going to just release the hi-hats from the individual snare hits. So we don't really need that. One of those. Let's just get the snare hits off beat. Okay, there we go. Cool. Quite cool. It's quite cool because it's like so fast. It's very clear what it's doing. And then from here to there, we reinsert all of that. Copy, please. And I'm doing nothing about the way it sounds. So very unplayable on live drums. That's the idea. It's got to sound like a drum machine. All right, here we go. Second one. Come this point over here. That's a nice little interplay of sounds there. Come this point over here, seeing as we've basically written the synth layer for all of these parts now. Oh wait, I haven't completed it. Let's complete the task. It's a lovely sound, that I really like it. Problems with the hold pedal on the stabs again, so at the beginning of this we have to certainly drop the hold pedal down to 0 like that. Of course, every time it changes over. Okay, and here we're definitely going to go to a half tempo. So I'm going to take this entire beat, I'm going to repurpose these hi-hats from hi-hat lows to hi-hat opens. And now I'm actually gonna let's just redo the beat. Yeah, I'm gonna redo this beat. So here's how we do it. We get over to arrangement mode, make sure the beat channel is selected, and it's this one here. There we go. Okay, here we go. 4. That's kind of what we need. Let's do an edit now. And it should be right over here. Good. Okay. There we go. Quantize everything. I know I'm a bit out of time, but it's fine. I'll correct everything right now. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it with a click. We're playing back the wrong thing. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It's quite cool the way it there's a mistake at the end with the beat. I like it. Let's try it out. So over here, and then we've got to go to a crash or a hi-hat open at least. That hi-hat sounds cuck though. Cuck means shit in my second language, Afrikaans. Let's see. Yeah, let's just do half like that. It's quite a nice beat for such a simple part. Good. Good. This is going to work great. So we go to the half time. Go from fast to slow. So really fast like this. Change it up. Yes, we kind of hear that this is we drop out this bit here, so it's fine. Go double on here. Just want to noodle around with some of this. 3, 4. Let's get back to synth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the minor 9. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4, 1. Let's try that again, just with correction on the last one. We don't want this sound, we want a nice closing chord. Alright, we'll reprogram that in a minute, so fine. Cool, right on. So here we are making Ableton Live stuff. This will be released for free in a couple of days, as long as I'm able to finish it in a couple of days, which I think I will. That's part of a pack. I'm releasing 10 tunes at once, immediately for patrons, and then I'll slowly release them for everybody else. If you want to be notified of that, you can become a patron or a free patron. You'll get an email whenever a new track comes out. And you'll have access to the Ableton project file, which is quite cool. Not just the track itself, so you can edit it and use it in your game or whatever. I'm starting to think about doing this, these kinds of packs in Fmod, making it easy for game makers. 3, 4, 1. That's it. That's quite nice. Cool. That's it. We just need this one. That's a nice high. Sharp one. Good. Okay, let's move on to ARPs, because I really had the idea of going full on with the ARPs. So it's like this. Let's hear those ARPs out. I'm just going to tweak the volumes and all of this stuff. That's Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Just lay down a nice G flat here. I like that a rhythmic. It's too low, let's take it up a bit. So you can hear it here. It's going to be mid-range because too much going on in the highs already. It sounds a bit like the Inception now. It's modular sound. Let's find a nice combo. Gotta have more voices, right? Let's take it up. Let's try to record something a bit more. I've only got so many fingers, so I've got to actually just lay down parts one at a time. So we're gonna add the. Playback. Cool, let's do some playback now. That was nice and quick. This is supposed to just be a general sort of flavor. It's it's a bit fast. It's supposed to be 16 bars. 3, 1. Change is too quick. Where's the change? By mistake, I've made it. We can do it here like this. Start over here. No, that's not gonna work. Yeah, the whole thing has to come up, and all of these guys gotta come up. Let's just shift them up, and we'll take this back to where it once belonged. How do you change the? Is it Control Shift? How do you lengthen the start? No, that shifts it. Is it Shift Alt? No. Control Shift now. Not working. Hell, all of this has just got to start sooner, and then these guys over here have got to change on the 2. Really, I'm not liking the way it sounds. It's got to sound like. Oh, you can move it and then lengthen it. That's a better idea. Okay, let's get that guy there, and then lengthen that. Good. And come on, where are you? There, okay, and then this guy over here goes move there. Cool. Back and out. Okay, it's not the most exciting moment in the stream. I'm just going to speed it up with the mouse. Cool. Alright guys, so we've got 1 or 2 of these notes that are just length. They're going the whole way. They're just stretching out the entire time. I'm going to max out the velocity, and now everything looks nice and tight. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's introduce some randomness into this. I'm going to add I see what's going on here too. There's not. It's only going for 15 bars instead of 16. And towards the end here, we do definitely want to scale it up with some nice additions to the arpeggiation. So what I'm going to do is, I know that we're on a B flat minor, so I can just work out that the chords, the notes are going to be B flat, D flat, F, and B flat. So I can just kind of introduce them more, like take them higher and higher, and maybe even just one right up at the top for a massive big final. This is just experimentation. Let's see how it sounds. The ops are too loud, but I'll bring them down. yeah, I like these kind of artifacts, things like we've got the actual data in there, we can do a whole bunch of things with the arpeggiator itself. So we can screw around with this style, which you can also MIDI map. So let's get the automation in there, and now watch what happens when we mess around with the different arpeggiation pattern. Let's take the second one down a little bit just to throw it up, and then we'll take the third one up a bit and then we'll return. So let's try that. Like in the mind to just just throw a bit more randomness in here, so I'm going to just take some of these patterns and see how it goes. I have a feeling that the notes themselves need a bit of work, so what do we got here? It's folded out and C. We've got in this first two bars, we've got F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, F sharp, C sharp. That's a perfect F sharp chord. And then we've got G sharp, A sharp. It should actually be A flat there, because the second one has now become a different chord. So G sharp, C sharp should actually be a C. So I'm going to take that out. I know there's an advantage to having like a long drone note, but sometimes you just got to I'm going to go with the book on this one basically. Okay, so kids, what are we doing? We're editing arpeggiation, and I'm going to play it for you in just a second. Let's hear how it sounds. Okay, I'll leave a bit of randomness in there. Here we go. Very 80s. Now it starts to go up in pitch. I want it to end on an up. I want it to end with like that. Cool. It sort of almost runs out over there. Let's end it with a nice big flourish. It runs out of notes at the back because we've got like we've got 16 notes and like only 8 actual tones being played. So I'm going to just insert a few of these massive final closing tones. Let's call it B flat over there, D flat over there, F over there, and we're going to also add in a C because I want this to sound like a minor 9. So there we go. Let's hear it again from here. Take it down in volume a little bit. What's the high note there? It's going to be the minor note. Okay. Cool, let's go for it. 2. Okay, we want this track to build up a little bit, so this is nice. I like this, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to include some ops in there, I think, at the beginning. Cool. Let's do low ops, so just a nice low B flat op like this, maybe quite a wide one. And lost my op device there. Okay, good. Okay, from the beginning, and we're gonna just loop this section over here, get some arps in here, save it. I almost think that this synth layer is not necessary. Let's try this again. Okay, cool, not second guessing, let's just go for it. Right, need to. Here we go. Add the second synth over there. Alright, cool. We've got something of an ARP opener. Let's give it a bash. Add a bit of excitement right from the beginning. That's what this is useful for. That's not right. Definitely not the right chord there. Okay, we are making progress, kids. Oops, there goes my starting scene screen. F sharp. So we're going to, from here, we're going to here. Let's go to a C sharp minor, an F sharp minor, no? Let's go from an F sharp minor. Good. Now we've accidentally recorded something over there, but that's fine. Cool. We've got nice and tight over there. This should work quite nicely. Cool. Alright, exciting times. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to freaking... Let's just give this thing a listen. We need to give it a listen through. It sounds like a Windows startup tone. I've got an idea to just condense all of this. Let's get I've got an idea. I've got an idea. We just bring this in for half the time. I got that. I know how this stuff goes. You got to lead with your strong stuff. So I think I'm going to come in with this. Let's try this arrangement. So I'm going to go with that, and then add the intro part, former intro part, to here. Here we go. So we can start here. Okay, let's give this a bash. This here has already been moved over. So we've got this section going straight to here. Start with the positive stuff, the lead with the stops can come down volume. Let's add a bit of delay too, yeah, just a touch. How are we going to do it? Maybe we should just do a big suck there, in other words, Nah, okay. It's not a bad start, yeah. I'm gonna keep it how it was, basically. Mustn't start and stop like this either. It should just be one long. Sounds like two different tracks, doesn't it? Bass and the beat up for a bit. I'm gonna repeat that. Take it down to 12. Go, making progress, that's the important thing. Just going straight up into the. Oops. Let's get these two guys. Should be joined. All of these should be joined and looped. Please join. You can't. Alright, right on, guys. I'm almost done for today, but I'm going to continue tomorrow. You have my word. I will be here. Unless there's load shedding, power cuts. And then I'll still be here because I've got a little battery operated, well, a little battery, an inverter. Cool, there we go. We've got lots of nice loops here. So one or two of these. Yeah, I think there are too many parts in this track. Maybe we should just split it into two different tracks, eh? I like this track too much to hide the good part in the middle, so I'm gonna too high. That almost all of it's too high. Let's take this and this down. For warmth. That's better. That second chord isn't working. Maybe just take it out. That's my new philosophy. If it doesn't work, take it out. Let the others breathe. I could take this low note out too, it doesn't really fit. Just the 3 chords, 3 notes. Let's also just take these 3 up. I'm just experimenting with the voicing here. Let's give that an up. I do have a feeling that we need to include this in the appropriate place. So I'm going to copy this over to here. This is the way I have spoken. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The second time around it's the same, but then sooner. That's it, yeah. And the arps actually come in there. Great. Again. 2, 3, 4. 2. Come in there, great. Let's get hell of a nice reverb on here. That's delay. We can get nice. Okay, so I'm gonna just switch to sequencing a second drum layer now, and this is the purpose of this is to I mean, there's no like limit to how much reverb you can put on these 80 tracks. this type of thing. Yeah, this is great. Okay, good. Okay, good. Something just needs a bit of work there, but we're on the right track. Let's join that up. Okay. Important is that everything has to be basically quantized to a 16th, mainly in the straight region. This is a bit out now. Oops, what have I done? Oh yes, that's right. 1, 2, no, 1, 2. Let's take those over. 2, 3, 4. Dun 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 dun. Let's make sure these guys are nicely pumped up. Everything should actually be like pumped up. Big pause for suspense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and these can be in a straight as hell. Good from here. That's it. The other way around. It should be like that, yeah. That's it, yeah. Okay, good. Cool, man. That's pretty much it for today. I've gotten a little handle on this. Yeah, this sounds very 90s. I like it. Okay, let's just add a very simple 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Take that. Just do a couple of randomizations on the velocity, and we should be good. Let's do 2 more. 3, 4. And I'm going to take all of that and just duplicate it all the way through. So we've got this constant. So I'm doing that. I'm just going to have to redo this because I can't actually hear this. There we go. Okay, and now we're going to copy that. Yeah, so we're taking a simple part and we're just splitting it into parts. So actually we've got a track 11 in this track. This is danger. It's not going to fit with the second half of the track, which is coming up now. That's it, kids. Thanks very much. This has been my music production hour, and at the end of this month, well, in the next couple of days, I'll be releasing this pack via Patron and Gumroad, so you can download the contents of this pack, the project files itself, and yeah, I show up here every day, 2 p.m. UTC. It's 9 a.m. in Eastern Time. And I make music and release it for Creative Commons usage. So these tracks you can use in your own videos, no copyright takedowns, and you can even edit. If you become a patron, you can even edit these files, have fun learning Ableton while you figure out how an experienced producer does the job. That's the hard sell, but otherwise just, yeah, stick around, come to the streams, You're welcome to join in the chat while I work. I enjoy meeting you guys. That's it for now. Thanks very much. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. UTC. And if you're stuck, you're looking for something to do on a Tuesday, go check out the link in the description for the free download. All right. See you later.